Hello. Salutations, fellow compatriots. It is I, Godfred. I am here to talk to you about stuff. I'm playing Action Taimanin today, like I said this in my last stream, because there's events I want to do that is going to end tomorrow. So, you do it now. Before we get started... Oh, wait. Mine must be loud. That's right. Let me bring it down. Because Action Taimanin is just naturally louder than all my other games. Anyway, before we get started, please consider supporting my friend Taylor's GoFundMe. She has custody of her daughter, but to finalize everything, they need to pay $1,800. So if you guys could help out by doing that, that'd be greatly appreciated. Just type this GoFundMe link, and you can help out through there. So let's get into it. We're gonna play some Action Taimanin. Ooh, Lapis! Oh my gosh! Oh, the hotties! Oh my gosh! So hot. Oh yeah, there's two of them. Let's do these. After I do this! Yeah, I hope you guys have had a good Saturday. I had a decent one. I woke up late. I got like a lot of sleep, and that's like a blessing, oh my lord. I did go to a Cinemark because I finally had the chance to watch the Minecraft movie with Jack Black, and I am so glad I did. It was an enjoyable film, and I posted on my Instagram story. I was like, 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. I would watch it again with friends. Like, it's an enjoyable movie. Just because I put 6 out of 10 doesn't mean, like, it's inherently bad. It just means, like... it just means, like, okay, the Minecraft movie is great, but I wouldn't say it's, like, the best movie in all existence. And it's crazy, because I watched Thunderbolts with Zap, like, on Friday. Like, yesterday. It's crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and, like, do this. Okay. Sold at... sold! Mayhem at the auction. Whoa! Okay, so we're just gonna get into it. There's two events I want to do, and might as well just catch up with the events. I'm sorry for calling you out after class. One day after class, the office of Gosha Academy's headmistress, Igawa Asagi, called Shinohara Mari, Nanase Mai, and Kasumika Oka Rika after class, apologized first and then offered them to sit. No, you don't have to worry about it, headmistress. Is this for another mission? Again? Ouch! Sensing fatigue in Asagi's expression, who seemed overwhelmed with her work as the headmistress, Mari offered to be considerate toward her. On the other hand, Rika asked directly, which resulted in her being nudged by Mai, who was beside her. But what? Headmistress Asagi will explain the reason. Just hold your tongue. Teacher's pet. Rika sat on a couch pouting. After checking they were settled, Asagi cut to the point. As you expected, I'm going to give you a mission. Headmistress Asagi is giving us a mission in person? It must be a hard one, I reckon. Sounds fun to me. I've been getting bored of all the extra classes. They have been trained to conceal their emotions, but each of their facial expressions changed. Asagi chuckled at each of their reactions as she handed each of them several documents. I would like you to retrieve some items that the Japanese government requested. Retrieve some items? Is this national trousers? National treasures, my goodness! National treasures. As in the stuff we see on TV? Correct. They have been stolen by mafias and ended up in Tokyo Kingdom. I would like you three to retrieve them. As Asagi explained, Marie and Mai looked at Rika. What? Why are you looking at me? If you are worried about me breaking them, worry about Mari-chan's super strength breaking it first. I will be careful, surely. So she was aware of it. She knew she was too strong. Your first objective is to retrieve them. First objective? There's more. The first one is already giving me a headache. Yes, the other is that I want you to investigate how things are going in Tokyo Kingdom while you are there. Because of us, UFS and the Chinese Union, Nomad has become noticeably weak over the last few years. I want you to investigate how much that affected Tokyo Kingdom. Investigate as much as you can for me. Gathering intel. A mission fit for a ninja. Taimanin, Rika. Considering the nature of the mission, I would prefer not to have too many people with you, but it's up to you whether you want more with you or not. I'm counting on you three. Retrieving national trousers and gathering intel? The retrieving sounds fun, but I don't have much experiences in gathering intel. What do I have to ask around? It's on the document we received earlier, checking security status of stores under the protection of Nomad, or changes in the distribution of goods. What the heck does that mean? Checking the security status means we have to check how much of Nomad's influence has declined in Tokyo Kingdom, and changes in the distribution of goods mean to see how much Nomad's financial situation has changed as a result of the weakening, is what I think. Yeah? Ah, right. She doesn't look like she understood. She doesn't look like she understood. As the three left the headmistress's office and walked down a corridor, the biggest problem was, I've been on several infiltration or item retrieval missions, but intel gathering missions? Same here. I'm not good at talking to strangers. I'm afraid I can't talk to people without raising any suspicions. These three are as good as adult Taimanins despite still being students, but being young can mean being inexperienced. They were all nervous, and by the time they realized this, they stopped walking and were talking to each other in the corridor. Ah, Headmistress Asagi calls me in again. It's the 5th time this week. After class on the same day, while Fuma was heading to the headmistress's office after being summoned by Asagi, he saw the three girls talking in the corridor. Mari, Mai, and Rika. Hey guys, what are you up to? Looking at their worried expressions, Fuma instinctively talked to them despite knowing that he was summoned and had to go. Ah, Fuma-kun. You look troubled. Did something happen? Hear me out. I mean, here's the thing, you know. You're not confident in doing the mission Miss Asagi assigned to you? What the? How did you get it from that? All she said was, hear me out, here's the thing. Well, you guys were talking to each other near the headmistress's office all depressed, so I assumed you were assigned a mission by Miss Asagi, and talking about it amongst yourselves, worried. He got it all right. Well, it's a simple reasoning, Nanase Mai-kun. Wow, that was impressive, Fuma-kun. It was okay, though it was I who explained poorly. As one would expect from the captain of the task force full of special people. Well, it's alright. It's true anyway, so what seems to be the problem? Ah, that is what you haven't figured out. How would I? I'm not a psychic. I see. Mari has little experience in gathering information. To my embarrassment, yes, though I have done several infiltration missions. No one is fully experienced at first. Think of it as a great opportunity to gain actual practical experience. Right, if you are too worried, why don't I introduce you guys to someone experienced? You will? Yeah, and I'm worried something will happen to you. I'm better at doing something physical. You can experience things you're not used to only when you are a student. It's better for you to take this opportunity to learn things. He's right. Miss Rika, let's do this. Think of it as a life lesson. Talk about enthusiasm, Mai-chan. You are not doing this because Fuma is her— Oh! Huh? What about me? No, nothing. Yeah, nothing. She pushed her fingers in between my ribs! In a blink of an eye, look at how strong she is. I should risk my life if I want to make fun of her. Ah, I should go now. I'll find some people if they're available. Got it. Then, Fuma left. Miss Rika? Yeah. Yes? Don't say anything stupid, alright? Ah, yes. Rika-chan is really scared of her. Although she will try to make fun of her again in 3 days. A few days after Mary and the others received the mission directly from Asagi, they were at Tokyo Kingdom. I think we're roughly done with the investigation, aren't we? After splitting up to collect information, Mari said to herself in a secluded place they had decided to meet. Right at that moment, her colleagues who were hiding gathered beside her. Yes, well, maybe it can be a problem that Nomad is a lot weaker than we expected. I just got stun locked. I just realized this chick is putting her full arm between her breasts. That's hot. Anyway, said Fuyutsuki Kururi. She is a half-blooded demon who is an offspring between an Oni and a human. She is looking for land to settle with a troop of half-bred demons under her command, and now she's cooperating with Fumakotoro in the task force. Fumakotoro. Sounded weird. All the task force members know her story, but some keep their distance from her because of her cruelty, as the rumor goes. Can I trust her? Like Mai, more than a few were afraid of her because of the rumors, her looks, and the atmosphere surrounding her, which is why Fuma appointed Kururi to this mission. He wanted everyone to see what kind of woman Fuyutsuki Kururi is through Kururi's achievements, and with her own eyes, not from some information or rumors. Them being weakened can be a problem? I thought there would be less of their criminal activities worldwide if they became weak. Turns out, it's quite the opposite. If you look at the information we have gathered, apart from Nomad, you've heard of the names Beast Kingdom, Samurai, Club Persona, or Ghost Ninjas often, right? Yes, I've heard much about their names. I know you have been ordered to collect information on Nomad, but ladies, you can't just focus solely on Nomad. You have to look at which organizations have become more active as a result of Nomad's weakening. I see. Information is like a dot. There are a lot of dots and they become a line. The information we truly need is a picture that those dots and lines draw. So, you are saying we not only have to collect information, but we need to organize the information correctly, am I right? Precisely. Perhaps your future may be bright after all. She's kind, so far. Kururi felt Mai's disbelief, but she didn't seem to care even a little. Most of Nomad's stores in the western and southern parts of the city have been absorbed by other organizations. I'd say the situation is more like other organizations starting to expand rather than Nomad becoming weak. Isn't it better if there are organizations that can keep Nomad in check? Nomad is like a monopoly. I don't think they would collapse just because they became a little weak. I think you've missed something out here. That there is a possibility of one of the organizations becoming what Nomad once was. If they gain enough power, a Nomad 2.0, basically. Huh? Is that possible? Anything is possible. At least we can deny that an organization can be powerful enough for Nomad not to ignore. Kururi explained the information she organized in her head to Mari and others. That aside, I didn't know Tokyo Kingdom's situation had changed so dramatically since last year. Last year's map is no help at all. It seems that they hurriedly tried to absorb Nomad's supporting organizations. I guess Tokyo Kingdom's underground world has a long way to go before it finds its peace. Oh, hi Sakura! Thanks for joining the stream. Congrats, but you have to go to bed. Thank you for the congrats. I don't know what you're congratulating me for, but thanks, and have good sleeps. Thanks for joining stream. Is that so? I think it would be better if they could get their stuff together as soon as possible. However, if Nomad keeps getting weak like this, who will we confront then? Could be an organization that's big enough to replace Nomad, or another new organization. No one would know until the time comes. Kururi ended her words and clapped her hands loudly. Come on, collecting information was not our only mission. Get your heads together, ladies. Yep, the next is retrieving national treasures. According to the information, we can get to the auction house just in time if we head there now, said Mai, and she turned her gaze to a certain direction. Everyone there followed her gaze, and at the end of it was one of the 5 tallest buildings in Tokyo Kingdom. What was the plan again? Didn't I tell you in advance, Miss Rika? I'm just checking again for the last time. Maybe that wasn't the way to go about it, Rika-chan. Wasn't it that, we will attend the auction since the auction will be held in the hotel? And when we get the chance, we retrieve the treasure unnoticed, and if it is already being auctioned, we retrieve the treasure from whom it is sold to. You remembered correctly. I was afraid you wouldn't. Hee! As Kururi said in a noticeably low voice, Rika hurriedly hid behind Mari. Mari smiled bitterly and calmed Rika down, who was frightened by Kururi's demeanor. Please don't screw this up, okay? Don't worry, Rika-chan does her work when she has to. Babysitting has never been my strong point. Even as she said that with a bitter smile, she found herself somewhat drained of her usual demeanor when facing the 3 girls. But, according to the information, one of our colleagues is also on the auction. I knew I would collect information easily if I cooperated with the Taimanins. This organization is useful. 10 minutes later, Mary and the others were in the hotel. Are we okay with this? They are more experienced than us, and we look more suspicious than an adult man with a female kid. I suppose. You suppose? It should be fine. I don't think Miss Kururi would act without thinking this through. She's the smart one. You 3, be quiet. When the 3 of them gazed at Kururi, she was acting as a boss of an organization. And the 3, Mari, Mai, and Rika, were the underlings of the organization. Mari's group wondered what would have happened if they didn't have Kururi with them, given that she had prepared the ticket for the auction or fake jobs. By the way, there are a lot of them. 1, 2, 466 people, 51 organizations in total. Not only are there underworld organizations or demons, but civilians and congressmen all over the world who can participate as long as they have enough money. Seems like anything goes as long as you have money is the auction's motto. Seems like it. I mean, I've never officially been to an auction this big. Normally I do things backstage. Is that so? Mari's voice gets weaker as she struggled to keep up with the conversation, which was unfamiliar to her. Suddenly, all the lights in the auction house went off. What's going on? Did they spot us already? Because of the sudden incident, Rika and Mai were about to get into their battle stance, yielding their weapons, but Mari stopped them, grabbing their hands. Ladies and gentlemen, the long-awaited 0th auction! At a point where the host had finally appeared in the middle of darkness, a spotlight was directed at him. It looked as if it was the center of the universe, a paradise hanging on a spider's thread. The male host continued to speak with all eyes on him. I think the auction is about to begin. Settle down. You stopped them, all right? The auction might have ended before we could find the treasure we were looking for had they caused a scene. Ugh. I'm sorry. I understand that you can be nervous, but you need to get yourself together, Mai-chan, Rika-chan. Got it, Mari-chan. Let's focus. He's going to explain the details of the auction. All of you, listen to him carefully. The details of the auction? Oh, don't you normally have to bid for items that are listed in an auction? While the three were baffled, the host continued explaining. Some of our clients have complained that they are sick of plain old auctions, so this time, you have to fight for the item. But it's not just any fight. You have to fight for cards, not your life. Although you may lose your life during the course of the fight, well, so be it. Anyway, this is your chance to get hundreds of millions of dollars worth of items, which are actually the cheapest in the world for free. At that moment, the audience roared with excitement. The items are free, hundreds of millions of dollars worth, which means billions of yen's worth of items are free. Anyone would be thrilled to hear this. We would like you to fight for our pleasure, not for your money. Please, please, everyone, allow us to have fun. That's the only thing we want from you. Rich people like weird things, I might add. What do you mean? Look at them. Everyone's eyes change. There's an idiom in Japanese. Free stuff is more expensive than anything else. Today's auction is not about money. It's a battle for blood and life. The auction holders want to enjoy watching people devoured by desire and how they act. Do you want to see that? Not to earn money? It's obnoxious. Even as Mari became pale, the host kept on explaining. Rule number 1, the cards are hidden somewhere in this hotel. Rule number 2, until the game is over, you are free to steal the cards from other people. How you steal it is totally up to you. Rule number 3, only the one who has the cards at the end of the game can obtain the items on the cards. Rule number 4, people who are not here at the end of the game won't be able to acquire any items even if they have a card. That's it, you have an hour. Please, come back to this place before the music played in the hotel ends. That was all. Right after that, a buzzer rang loudly through speakers in the building. Alright, it's your turn, my bodyguard ladies. Everyone, be careful. So, do we have to protect Miss Kururi? Mari and others were bewildered to hear what Kururi, the half-Oni, half-human, who is probably stronger, if not equally strong, had said. In the meantime, Kururi smiled so kindly in a way that no one had ever seen before. I'm so weak. Please protect me, my cute little bodyguards. Weak? Woo! Woo! No, thank you. Boom! Ow! Don't shoot Lapis like that. Skydance. Boink. Oh, is it a reckless? It's a reckless gangster, isn't it? Yep, it's a reckless gangster. No, I say no to you. Ah, no! Lapis just took it head on. No. Koko desu. Here. So it's so nice to understand what they're saying. My Japanese still needs to be improved, though. I've suppressed all the enemies here. Same here. But all the others seem to have gone upstairs. They probably decided to look for the cards first rather than eliminating others. Thanks to that, we only had to deal with the weak ones. But not that I mind, said Kururi as she looked around the hotel floor where no one else was moving. What are you talking about? We're the ones who did the hard work. But we showed them how strong we were. How many people in the hotel do you think are strong enough to deal with this many mafias? Let's ignore the fools who challenge the ones they can't even win. Now, let's go take the cards they found for us, shall we? Wow. Should I call her efficient or evil? Hoo-hoo. Thanks for the compliment. Let's go, ladies. It wasn't a compliment. Did they leave? Yes, I think we are safe now. Exactly 3 minutes after Kururi and others left, 4 shadows crawled out from underneath knocked out mafias. 3 of them were very little like children, and one of them was... I didn't expect Taimanins other than us to have participated in the auction. First of all, aren't they too strong? Things won't go easily if we decide to pick a fight with them. Taimanins. Can't we fight them? Lord Torajiro, please hold your thoughts. It's highly likely that we can get what we are looking for without trying to take it from others. I think it will be faster if we fight them and take it, but I'll refrain myself since Nagi asked me to. Thank you, my lord. Alright everyone, let's move. Yep, I'll serve the boss food that's tasty enough to make him scream. Let's teach him a lesson not to judge food by its cover. And don't forget to get a gift for my older brother. And then Lilim, Minasaki, and Torajiro went further inside the hotel, talking loudly and joyfully. Nagi's there too. Oh! I like her outfit. Sold. Me, I'm at the auction. Whoa! Oh, we're going back in time. A day before Mari's group departs to Tokyo Kingdom. Finally! I've got it! Great job. It was too expensive to buy with our allowance. Two demons were talking amongst themselves in the dark. Why? Because they finally got the weird creature that was in Lilim's hand. By the way, how did you find it? Ah, thanks for delivering it to us. I was really shocked when I found it on the Succubus network. Safe travels. The two demons kept petting the creature in Lilim's hand, waving cutely at the demon who delivered it to them. That was the problem. It looked disgusting. No matter how others put it, it looked disgusting. It resembled an octopus, so to speak, only its color was horrifying, it secreted strange liquid and moved like an alien. It's actually so good once you eat it. I tried this before, but I was afraid I'd never be able to eat this again when I found out how expensive it was. I could only have a bite of this when the elders offered one during a family meeting. It's unbelievably tasty. Its appearance was just the worst. It's something that everyone unfamiliar of the taste would call an unusual food, but they don't seem to be lying or bluffing. It's indeed delicious, a delicacy in the demon realm, and when properly cooked, it becomes a taste that is no less than any delicacy in the human world. Ugh. Even when Minasaki and I combined our allowance, we could afford only the cub, but... Alright, let's go to the boss's house. My mouth is already watering! The two demons left the back alley, talking loudly. Around their arms was the hideous monster octopus. We're home! We're back! As they came back energetically. Oh, you're back! Can't you guys come home early if you don't mind? Fuma said from the living room. Are you guys hungry? I've already cleaned up dinner. We're good. I see. Take a bath first thing once you come back from outside. Add some hot water so that you won't catch a cold. It's been cold these days. He didn't come out of the living room to greet them, but his kind words from him were heartwarming. Yep, should we cook it after a bath? Sounds great. Bath time, bath time! After saying that, the two put something in the refrigerator and went to take a bath. It's hard for Fuma to dislike them because they obey him pretty well. It would be so much easier if they listened to me like this all the time, Fuma thought as he read the mission details assigned by Asagi earlier today. This mission from Headmistress Asagi will not be easy this time again. I won't be able to sleep choosing members from the task force. Come to think of it, I should introduce someone skilled in collecting information to Mari and the guys. Gosh, I have a lot to do. Fuma went to the refrigerator to drink a cold beverage to clear his head. I think there is some juice left, and when he opened the refrigerator, he froze. Literally, his thoughts as well, as if time had frozen for a few seconds. What the hell is this? And it's alive? Precisely, the octopus monster was still alive. It was locked in an airtight container inside the refrigerator, but it was still wriggling. Is it an octopus? No, it's so grotesque. Did Tokiko or Nagi buy this? Where the hell does this live? Maybe the old lady from Inagaigeya got this from somewhere? Confused with all the questions inside his head, Fuma held up the jar containing the octopus monster. It was warm, even if it was in the refrigerator. On top of that, he could feel the unsettling vibrations as the thing was wriggling inside the Tupperware. What the hell is this? I guess it's edible since it was in the fridge? Question after question went through his mind. Disgusting. Even Sue might pass out from it, he muttered and opened the jar to find out what it was. It was at that moment. Huh? Whoa! Ah! What is it? What's the matter, boss? Lilo and Minasaki, who were just about to enter the bathtub, ran out from the changing room as Fuma screamed like never before. They slipped everywhere as they made their way to the kitchen, and there... What is this thing? It suddenly attacked! Are you okay, but... Ah! Fuma, covered in gooey liquid from head to toe, was gasping for breath as he chopped away at the thing that attacked him with his kunai. Leland was worried for Fuma, and Minasaki, realizing that he was cutting their demonic ingredient, screamed. It was hard to get! Hard to get? So it was your doing again? I thought you two were behaving today, but here you are, having stuffed something like this in the fridge. Look, the entire fridge has been obliterated! It was in a jar! You took it out without caution! Whatever, you still brought this to freak others out, you little... Fuma gave a noogie to Minasaki as usual, and to Leland shortly after. Ow! It's unfair! Tyranny! Stop whining! Clean this up now! Master, are you alright? I heard your screams. Oh. Nagi entered at just the right moment. She was startled by Fuma's screams and then at the state of the kitchen. She calmed down after finding out that Fuma was okay and sheathed the blade she had drawn. What is this? What happened here? Leland and Minasaki were at it again. No, we were not. You ruined our ingredient. Ingredient? You mean the thing wriggling on the floor? Uh-huh. It's a rare demonic ingredient. I finally found it on the Succubus network. Is it even edible? Fuma asked, genuinely surprised. The thing wriggling on the floor was still very much alive, and its innards were colorful. You couldn't say it looked edible, even out of politeness, let alone delicious. The demonic realm is surprising, and they have disgusting food like this? What? What do you mean, boss? In that case, then an octopus or abalone from the human world is also disgusting. That's somewhat true for some people, but its innards are not colorful, at least. It's better than this. About 100 times more. No, it's not. Wait till you eat it. Yeah, then cook it. But you have to taste it first. The moment Fuma said that, Leland and Minasaki's expressions clouded over. Not only did it look disgusting, but its cooking method was also a problem. If it isn't cooked correctly, it turns into something with a bad taste, inedible. And Fuma had already chopped it up, which was supposed to be the last step of the instructions. At this point, it was inedible. That's a no-go. You cut it all up. It was expensive. You say that, but it wasn't edible from the start, right? Don't lie to me, jeez. Huh? We didn't lie at all, stupid boss. It's really delicious. No, it can't be. The chaotic duo heard at Fuma's words ran out of the house, crying. Fuma scratched his head, feeling slightly guilty. I think that was a little harsh, Master. Maybe calling them liars was a bit too much. Running away without even cleaning up the mess. Nagi, I know you just came back, but can you watch over them? I'll wrap things up here. Right away. Dude, that was all Fuma's fault. Fuma, take accountability for your actions. You opened the jar. It's in the jar for a reason. It's in the Tupperware for the reason. Why would you open it and then blame Leland and Minasaki? Bro, they did their due diligence. They put it in the Tupperware. They put it in the fridge. It's your fault for opening it without caution, like what Minasaki and Leland pointed out. Several minutes later, ugh, boss is so stupid. Stupid. Not listening to us, just judging by himself. It was expensive and we never got to eat it once. How can he know what it tastes like without even eating it? I wanted to share it with him. Leland was still fuming with anger while Minasaki was slumped with sadness. They were both so different. So, did you find it? Yeah, it'll be up it'll be up at an auction in Tokyo Kingdom. I also have that intel, so it's probably real. The same information had appeared in Leland's Succubus network and Minasaki's Yatagarasu network. The demonic ingredient that was ruined by Fuma, it was up on an auction. An auction. Is competing against each other with money right? Can we buy it with our allowance? I don't know. Still, you can't get it just by staying here, and I don't like to be treated like a fool again. Yep, the duo wanted to make Fuma taste the real deal, and was about to head towards Tokyo Kingdom, but where are you going, you two? They stopped at a subtle voice calling for them. Oh, Nagi! Ah! Are you here to bring us in because the boss asked you to? Minasaki relaxed after looking at Nagi, and Leland did a funny martial art pose. I was worried about you two. So, where are you off to? Tokyo Kingdom. I've heard that the ingredient was to be auctioned. I want to cook it properly and make him eat it so that he realizes that demon foods are tasty too. Being honest, Leland didn't seem to harbor a grudge against Fuma. Nagi smiled at their attitude and tilted her head, looking slightly worried. To enter an auction, you'll need money and qualification. According to the Yatagarasu network, you don't need any of them. Still, we do need money. We don't know that yet. Maybe our allowances will be enough. You seem positive. I like this kind of attitude and I want to help a bit. Nagi also didn't have any money on her since she was just here to check their situation. Anyways, he always tells us not to be picky with our food and eat all of it. Don't leave leftovers or else. Yeah, he did. And he's always saying don't judge food by its appearance, and yet he does the complete opposite. Fuma is unfair. He always nags at us. Yeah, what do you think, Nagi? Me? I definitely didn't want to eat that. Just imagining its innards all over the kitchen floor made her stiff, but she also thought that judging food by its looks without even eating it was also bad. Besides, there's no way I can tell those two to go back. Even if she asked them to go home, it was certain they wouldn't listen to her. Right now, it would be best to let them do whatever they wanted to let them cool off. It's a delicious meal if cooked right, and I wanted to share it with him. We really want Boss to know the good things about demon food. I see. Looking at them being honest, swayed by their emotions, they seemed lovely or cute. What are you thinking? Oh no, you're right. Wishing to share the things you like with the people you like are the same among humans and demons. Yeah, wait, no. We just want to prove them wrong. It was just whether they liked Fuma as a family or more was unknown. Nagi was touched by the duo and watched them. Shall we go to Tokyo Kingdom then? Listen to me. Wait, what? Weren't you here to catch us? Master only told me to keep an eye on you two. So, it's a secret between us, okay? As Nagi put her index finger to her lips playfully, Lilim and Minasaki smiled brightly. Come on, we don't have much time until the auction starts. You too, Nagi. I can wait a little before I report back to my master. I just contacted him too. So the three of them headed towards Tokyo Kingdom. It's been a while since we came here without boss. Yeah. The two demons led the way through Tokyo Kingdom as if it was their backyard. You two seem surprisingly familiar with the directions. For someone who hasn't been here for a long time, it's as if they've memorized the route. As Nagi thought to herself, they had already arrived at their destination. It was close to midnight, but the hotel was heavily guarded. This amount of guards. This must be the auction hall. Very lively. With this many guards, Nagi felt that they would need a specific identification or qualification to enter. Of course, neither of them had any. Hiding and sneaking in was an option, but not one for this chaotic duo. Well, with all the noise they usually make, it's simply a matter of time before the guards notice. There are no guards here. How about this way? Okay. Excuse me? Nagi would have never imagined that they would just step into the hotel without thinking. It was not that there was nothing there. There's always a machine guarding a place like this. Intruder alert! Who's there? This way! What? I thought it was clear! There must have been a motion detector or something like an infrared. As Nagi finished her thinking, a dozen guards were around them. They also had good gear. Mission fail? Retreat! Retreat! As soon as Minasaki finished her sentence, they both ran like hell. Their fast decisions were probably because they're used to being discovered while trying to pull off a prank. We're sorry to cause you trouble. Ah, okay. Who are you speaking to, you moron? Before Nagi started running away, she apologized to the guards first. The fact that they had so much leeway to let Nagi do that suggests that the guards were inexperienced. This would make an easy escape, but how to get in? It'll also be a nuisance to master if the situation escalates. Ahaha! Too slow! Here I am! Lilim and Minasaki ran and flew, sometimes even using their demonic powers to toy with the guards. Although Nagi was treating them as fools, she thought they were certainly masters of escape. Damn it, you crow demon! Wagging your tail and all. Who are you calling crow demon? I am of the prideful Yatagarasu tribe, not just any crow. You're a crow, alright. You have no skills but running away. If you have something to say about that, then come down, you coward. You just pissed me off. Whoa! Don't fall for their taunts, Minasaki. Let me go, Lilim. Minasaki took the bait and charged at the guard. I heard everything, but then a voice echoed from everywhere. Ha! Jumping off the roof of a tall building nearby, somebody did a superhero landing. This somebody had ears and a tail. A tiger beast man. The Beast Kingdom does not allow such words against a fellow beast man. He who spoke, come forward. I, Torajiro, will be your opponent. Another one? A Beast Kingdom raid? Call for backup. Oh dear, the situation is getting out of control. The Beast Pirates? I'm playing now. Kaido? No way. What, this way? This way. Woo! Woo! Skydance. Get destroyed. Get destroyed. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh. You need to drink water. Can't forget to hydrate. Ugh. Defeating us and our reinforcements. Ugh. Justice prevails. I can't allow someone to insult a beast man. Fall back, fall back! With Torajiro standing her ground, the guards retreated for now. Are you okay? Minasaki, this is Lilim and Nagi. I see. I am Torajiro. As you can see, I'm a were-tiger. Torajiro extended her right hand, and Minasaki shook it. As for me, I'm an executive of a gang named the Beast Kingdom. My brother leads the gang. If you tell any mob my name, they'll shut up. So if something happens, tell them my name, or leave it to me. Upon saying that, Torajiro gave Minasaki a bright smile. but her face dimmed at the sight of Nagi. But you're with a human too. Too? My brother is also in deep love with a human girl. I can't believe he's falling for some stupid human. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to say bad things to your friend. Forgive me! Torijiro went on babbling about her family and then apologized quickly for saying bad things about Nagi. She was a very noisy beast man. Her anxious behavior resembled Lilam or Minasaki, so Nagi just shook her head, telling her that it's okay. Thank you for your cooperation. If we made it through without anyone getting hurt, I would have preferred a more silent escape. She didn't say it out loud and stared at Torajiro's eyes. She was on guard for the possibility of Torajiro being a dark presence that tried to meddle with the Taimanins. So, why are you here, Lord Torajiro? Nagi watched her eyes for any hints of lies. Well, the Beast Kingdom has been running smoothly recently, but my brother and the other members are busy, so I was looking to buy a gift for them. But then I heard them insulting Minasaki, so I had to intervene. Thanks, Torajiro. Can't stand a fellow beast man to be treated like a fool. Those humans are trash. She doesn't seem to be lying. She was standing up for Minasaki, Nagi thought, and lowered her guard a bit towards Torajiro. Are you going to buy something at the auction, Torajiro? An auction? What is that? It's an event being held at this hotel. Lots of luxurious things can be bought. Well, I guess that's not entirely wrong. As Nagi smiled awkwardly, Torajiro's face brightened. I see! Then that's the perfect chance to buy something for my brothers. They're quite expensive. Do you have the money? I don't know. Well, I need to see what they're selling first. I think I've heard that one before. Nagi can help but retort Torajiro. In any case, we can share the ingredient we're going to buy. It may look a bit weird on the outside, but it's delicious when cooked properly. I see. Then I'll be counting on you. Let's go, Minasaki, Lilam, and Nagi. With Torajiro standing in front, they walked towards the hotel. Without the guards, it was basically a free pass. Really? And time flows again to the present. Auctions are pretty scary. I never thought we'd use violence to get the goods. No, this auction was an exception, and I don't think there will be another one like this. According to the host, the hotel is being watched by security cameras. They know we've intervened illegally, but they don't seem to do anything about it. Which probably means that we're to entertain the audience. Also, Master's friends who showed cause a scene a moment ago. I didn't know even Taimanins would be participating. Nagi thought that they may have gotten involved in some major conspiracy. Thinking this, Nagi strengthened her resolve. I should report this to the Master when the situation allows me to. Nagi, what's wrong? Nothing. Anyways, where do you think the ingredient card will be? Yes, cards can't be found even with the nose of a were-tiger. Torajiro sniffed the air, but she could only smell blood and smoke. In a time like this, the most expensive thing should be on the rooftop. Rooftop? Not so sure, but she has a point. Expensive things should be left somewhere far and safe. When Torajiro said that, Minasaki puffed up her chest with a proud expression as if to say, how about that? Well, we don't have a clear destination, so shall we head up there? We have an elevator to buy us more time. The four decided to head to the rooftop first. Yep, no luck here. Ugh, we can't seem to find it. I mean, how many prizes have become cards? It's already the 10th card. Someone super rich might be behind all this, or just wants to watch us fight. Or maybe the cards are nothing but bluff. Kururi murmured as she stuffed the retrieved card between her breasts. Mai was watching what she was doing and looked down at hers and then sighed. What's the matter, darling? The darling thing seemed as if she was treating her like a child, so she sulked a bit. Kururi was expecting her to act like that, and Mai was still a child for not catching a glimpse of it. Found the next target. Shikigami are convenient, easy to make, easy to manipulate, and easy to restore. My paper is a bit more special, so they're better than the normal Shikigami. Feeling a bit proud, Mai led the others towards the other participants. Whoa, demons! Whoa! Yeah. Yeah? I mean, this is on easy mode, so... Oh! Whoa, we got Odis! Yeah. Hello. Inferno, Greater Demon. Done. Destroyed. Easy. Neutralized! We found the cards. Oh, 3 of them. They took down the Mafia that Mai found, and Rika pulled out 3 cards inside the passed out Oni. She gave them to Kururi, who checked the goods written on the cards, and threw 2 of them away. I found it. This is the lost artifact you've been looking for. Really? We did it! Phew! Thank God we found it. We took down quite a lot of people up to this point. The 3 girls sighed in relief after going through a lot, but only Kururi was keeping her fierce face on. I couldn't find her. What's the matter, Miss Kururi? Kururi sighed because she couldn't find what she came here for, and Mari noticed it. Judging by her expression, Kururi realized that Mari was asking out of kindness and avoids her gaze. It's nothing. You don't seem like it's nothing. Please, do tell if you have a problem. Yeah, we're a team now, so feel free to tell. We've come all the way here, so nothing should be surprising by now, so we'll at least listen to it first. You're supposed to say something like we're going to help or something like that there. You darlings are too naive. Still, Kururi felt happy at their words, so that her burden seemed to become lighter. Actually, I am looking for a certain good, or rather, colleague. A good? Colleague? Which one is it, actually? Both. My colleague is here as one of the goods. That's... Mari's group understood what was happening at her very words, and their faces stiffened. I wanted to rescue my colleague before this, but I couldn't find the card. That's why I was sighing, Kururi said. The time limit for the card hunt was also coming to an end. You should have told us earlier! Mai shouted out and hurriedly released her Shikigami to find the other Mafia, but that was all she could do. The real problem was that they needed to find the specific card. In other words, if they couldn't, then they won't be able to have their prize. The cards don't have any scent, nor did they move by themselves. It was fatal that there were only 4 people to look around for it. There's nobody near here. What should we do? We move! We can't give up yet. If it's someone precious, then we must save them. Rika shouted out, and Mari and the others prepared to move. However, no, the place we should be now is the first floor of this hotel. Did you forget? It's one of the rules. By the time this hunt ends, we should be at the auction hall to receive our prizes. But, I know the mission is important, but your colleague... What are you guys talking about? Sorry, but wasn't it the Taimanin's mission to retrieve cultural artifacts? When Rika questioned, Kururi sighed and shrugged. You know, when it said that you go to the auction to collect the goods, it means that everyone with a card gathers there. Ah, are you saying we'll be looking for the card there? You've been gathering cards like that, so I'm just going to continue like this until the end. The 4 of us looking for a card in this large hotel is inefficient in the first place. You gotta use your head, right? Miss Kururi, you are clever. It's your thinking that's old. If there's something you want, you gotta take it from them or something. Don't you think so? Not really. Of course, which is why I'll let you in on some advice. Try to coax people better. If not, the only one that's going to have a hard time is you. Kururi said, and then walked towards the auction. But, found you! We've been spotted! Huh? My Shikigami didn't detect them, though. Meaning their demon's too weak to be detected. I see. What you guys blabbering about? Just a bunch of girls. Listen up. If you value your lives, they look like they don't have a single card on them, then leave them. There's not much time and we have to go to the auction. You're right. Hey, listen up! You're distracting us. Get the hell out. Ah! What's with the music? I like the music, but I'm like, what's with the music? What? How are you? Oh, you weren't done in. Oh. Boop. Boop. Woo! Boop. Whoa. Bomb explosion. I still remember, this is the area where I fought Lapis and Spino. No! Oh! Greater Oni! Ah! Get ripped to shreds. Not this, nor this. Boss? This painting is so valuable that it's practically priceless. Whatever, it's still a painting, isn't it? I'll give it to someone else since I don't need it. Are you sure? Yeah, sure. What we are looking for is... Found it! Here! It was at that moment Minasaki shouted and flew right beside Leela. The picture on the card depicted the remains of a demon that had attempted to ambush Fumo but was killed. Eh? Isn't this easy to get as long as you have the money? You guys, we take pride in getting this ingredient, okay? Money is not the issue. Pride, us, Minasaki, and I, well, trying to surprise Big Boss is not all about money. Not about money, you say? That's very moving. We were just looking at the price. What were we doing? So this is what it's like to open your eyes to new things. Thanks, boss. You've opened our eyes to new things now. It's pride, honor, belief. If there is one of either in you, then you'll shine brighter than money. Oh! And so, in the corner of the hotel rooftop where nearly 100 mafias had gathered, excitement was brewing. This situation has spun out of control. Can words make this many people gather? I'm starting to sort of understand why Master is keeping those two by his side. I just thought they were a pair of troublemakers, but they managed to persuade this many people. This could be a talent. Torajiro and Nagi stare at the group with a troubled expression. It might be more accurate to say they watched them calmly. It was that much chaotic out there. The large sum of money blinded them. The two of them wanted the most worthless items out of all the items that were being auctioned, missing out on items that are worth thousands, millions. That to the others may seem like they're not tied to money, but they too didn't follow Leland and the others in the first place. Those that came for Leland's cards are now in the midst of the chaos. Nagi and Torajiro spotted some of the participants trying to literally kill to take the cards, and saved the people saying that it's just an auction, so there's no need for any killing. There are times where people think that you are strong when you see something that's not in you. I kind of understand the concept of it. In some way, no greed could be the strongest thing ever. That could be Miss Torajiro, Lady Nagi, this way. Lady. Don't bother too much with the names. I sometimes get called weird names too. With the weapons that she uses, it makes her seem like she's some sort of female assassin when she is called that. Actually, there's a reason Nagi is being called that. The rest of them must all be gathered in the auction on the first floor. Lend us your strength once more, ladies. There were many groups that weren't swayed by Leland's group and resisted. Those who took care of them were Nagi and Torajiro. Having seen this for themselves, they gave Torajiro, who is a child, a title and also addressed Nagi with respect as a superior. It's already time, I see. The final battle. What you talking about? Collecting the item drawn on the card is the only thing left to do. Weak. Weaker than our right, persimmon. We have the card, but not the item yet. Don't you know the saying? A picnic ain't a picnic till you get home. The fight ain't over until we get our hands on the prize. That's not exactly the correct saying, but it's funny that I understand what she wants to say. They probably failed many times to fulfill their objective. Nagi and Torajiro had their own thoughts, but were impressed with the fact that Leland and Minasaki did not slip up yet. We have most of the cards, so they are probably going to attack us at the auction at the last moment. Because it's obvious that this is the final moment, even though we did get what we wanted already, now we have to make sure we don't lose it. Let's go! We must get the prize to regain our pride! Oh! Oh! They're very brave, but we'll be the ones fighting in the front lines. Hoo-hoo. I guess so. Of course Leland and Minasaki do that. Of course they're like that. They're so silly. They're a couple of silly demons. Whoa, I know I did a quick scan, but this is huge. Indeed, where did they get this many? We primarily came from the bottom floor, so maybe they came from the upper or rooftop? Anyway, Mary and the others move in the blind spots and check the faces of the others gathered. Oni, Demon, Beastman, and on top of that, that's the ones that were at Boss's house. Miss Momochi, Miss Leland, and Miss Minasaki. How are they here? Maybe they are on the same mission as us? The information network of you Taimanins is sloppy, but why would someone related to be rallying a group of demons? Kururi and the others said they couldn't understand it just by watching it, but they decided to show themselves anyway. They could launch an attack by surprise, but if they could resolve the issue through talks, they decided that would be safer. Miss Leland, why are you here too, Miss Minasaki? She's not close to her, but she still calls her because they're on the same team. Who are you again? That outfit. It's Taimanin, meaning you are Boss's person? You really don't remember? Mai is depressed that she doesn't remember, but she still talks to her to not aggravate anyone. Hey! What you guys doing? Trying to talk to a boss like that? Huh? Don't you see how many of us there are? You guys have no chance. Hand over all your cards before y'all get hurt and leave the hotel. Could you listen for a sec? Miss Lila, Miss Minasaki, it's me, Infuma's team! As Mari was overwhelmed and pressured, Mai gets on her toes and tries to speak to Leland. As she did that, several men looked towards Leland. A Taimanin troop? You saying the bosses were Taimanin? Then Lady Nagi too? But she saved us! Yeah! Did you pretend to deceive us? To demons, Taimanins are eternal enemies. Without peaceful agreements, you could never call each other allies. When Mai's words raised the suspicions among the group, Leland and Minasaki went to... No. I don't know her. Yeah, they're just lying to break our unity. Lie. Of course, saying yes, we are on the same team in front of nearly 100 people and they will be swarmed instantly by them. It's because they've gathered the people with nothing but lies and luck, so if it crumbles easily. That was also the fate of Leland and Minasaki. Miss Mari, for the time being, Nagi decided to explain what had happened so far. Whatever action Leland and Minasaki take, she wanted to tell them that their action started from a child's feeling of, I'm going to beat Fuma Kotaro. Ah! Stop, stop! If they find out now, there's nowhere for us to run. The pair yell and cling onto Nagi, although Nagi didn't move an inch because they were as small as children. That's why I told you? You can't lie, even if it's to get your hands on more cards. Although I was surprised at how quickly they grew their ranks after that. But when the numbers grew, I couldn't say it was a lie. So that was it. Mari, who heard the story, smiled when she saw Leland and Minasaki. You're not mad? I'm angry that you lied to me, and I'm angry that you didn't make it right. But you wanted something, didn't you? Yes, we prepared some really good food for you. Boss didn't even eat it, saying it was disgusting and will never be delicious. We just wanted Boss to look at us again. Fuma-kun said that? Mari looked at Nagi and she shook her head with a vague wry smile. Well, it's true, he didn't eat it. It's also true that it looks both freaky and absolutely disgusting. It didn't look very tasty to me either. It's also true that you can't just assume it's disgusting without eating it. There's also the fact that he made the ingredients useless. Some boss he is. That's why we've been wanting to give him a taste of his own medicine. Hey there, lady. You look like a demon. Oni, maybe. You're good. Come to us, or Boss Leland will take good care of you, as long as she guides us into the right direction. As Leland and the others were making excuses, the demon's contradictions were directed towards Kururi, who is also a demon. She found herself surrounded by a group of strong demon Onis. You too are having a hard time with the Taimanins, aren't you? Just because we're demons, they make us look bad and they want to violate us. I bet you were also used by those three little girls, weren't you? The surrounding demons' gazes turned to Mari and the others. A killing intent dwells in them. Mari and the others are wary and readying their weapons. Ignore those little girls and come over here. Let's go on a rampage like the Onis we are. As long as we have the power, we can take anything, with pride and conviction as Onis. Let's go! That way of life was what Kururi hated the most. She felt sick. She was getting dizzy with horrifying rage. In that way of life, the powerless are weeded out, even though Onis may disappear in the future. That is why Kururi aims to coexist with humans. They are looking for a place where even those without power can survive. No. No. You must not seem to have noticed. I'm half human, half Oni. What? You really are? You're a half-blood. No wonder you hang out with Taimanins. But well, we'll use you 100 times better than the Taimanin. One of the Onis tried to place his thick hand roughly on Kururi's shoulder, but she avoids the hand with a deft movement. She laughed rather provocatively as the Oni's hand cut through the air. Are you joking? The little girls are 3,000 times better than pigs like you. I have my pride, you know. Would you pigs with no pride and no beliefs please not touch me? Instantly, the body of the Oni that was about to touch Kururi flew through the air. It literally soared until it reached the ceiling of the hotel and falls to the ground with its momentum. With the sound of a squishy elastic object crushing, the surroundings are enveloped in silence for a moment, and then... Stop! You guys! Let's kill her! Faster than Leland could stop him with a pale face, the angry shouts of the demons flooded the auction. Whoa! Stop! Stop! Boss is gonna be mad at me! Boss! Miss Torajiro! Taro's been hit! Please, please, please take his revenge! This isn't going to stop just by talking. What do we do? It's easy. In times like this, the best thing to do is get the blood out of your head. You mean... let them go wild until they can't move. I'll deal with that one. The worst one? She's the only one who looks dangerous. Okay. Whoop. Yeah? I destroyed a table. Fear me! Yeah? Wait, oh. Oh shoot! Minasaki! And Leland? Bruh! Why am I facing them? They're innocent! Oh, it's Nagi! Oh my gosh, I'm facing like 3 bosses. Oh no! There we go. Ah! It was literally 3 bosses. That's crazy. Flame, the demon fire of the Onis, such firepower. Where, Tiger? What regenerative powers, and it moves too fast. Kururi's demon fire burns through the ground floor of the hotel. Torajiro runs around, hiding in the smoke and shimmer of it. The match of overwhelming mobility versus overwhelming firepower. The momentum of the attack is such that it turns an entire area of the auction house to ashes in the blink of an eye. Whoa! Run! Everybody run! We'll hold them back. Everyone run! Oh no. Boss! Boss! Don't waste your efforts, boss. We're going to live. With tears streaming down their faces, the mafias flee the hotel. Phew! The flames and smoke worked well, didn't they? Yes, when there are that many of them, it would have been totally exhausting to deal with all of them. In Mari-chan's case, she was the one that would have done the bone breaking. Ugh, I used the wrong amount of force. Scary. I'll try not to make her angry. Lilim and Minasaki shudder at Mari's casual words, but Torajiro! Tora-chan! The battle is over! Stop! As the two shouted this, Torajiro's movement stopped. Finally, she played the demon fire that Kururi released with one hand and returned to Lilim and the others. It was just about to get fun. It's pretty tiring holding back so I don't burn anyone. Huh? Huh? Yes, yes, calm down everyone. Rika calmed down the excited two in the aftermath of the battle, and Mario looked at Lilim and the others. Hey, you two. We're looking for the card of Miss Kururi's colleague. Do you have it? Colleague's card? Which one is it? Is it one of these? Lilim and Minasaki offered all the cards they had to Mari, cleverly hiding only the cards of the magical ingredients. Miss Kururi, is that this card? Written on it was the ownership of the Oni secured by management. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for finding it. Of course, we're friends. That's right. I'm glad your loved ones were found safe and sound. Yeah. The voice came from behind Lilim. Who are you? Oh, I'm just the host, don't mind me. There was no sign. Who the hell? Wow, you guys performed extraordinarily. The organizers were truly impressed at your performance. Taimanins who ride into enemy territory on missions, half demons who put their lives on the line for their own kind, the weak demons who unite the strong only with their speech skills. How about it, ladies and gents? I offer you an unbeatable reward for working here in this hotel. No. I truly thank you this time, Miss Kururi. If it weren't for you, I don't know what would have happened. It was a great experience. Thank you, Miss Kururi. As they get their prize and leave the hotel, the three of them say so and thank Kururi. And Kururi herself don't mind it. It was a fair deal. But she liked the idea of being called a colleague. At least this mission with these three girls was fun. That's why. I doubt we'll do missions together, but don't let your guard down, ladies. Humans die easily. She said and turns away from them. She liked it here. That's why she's leaving. Her aim was to find a place where she would no longer be afraid of human-demon hybrids and find the strength to continue. Also, to drown her hometown that harassed her mother in blood and fill it with corpses. Well, Jesus. Ha! That was tiring. Finding just one ingredient was hard work. Although I enjoyed it. That's why there were no casualties. Thank you, Lord Torajiro. It just happened to be. More importantly, how did you hide the ingredient card so well? Girls have lots of places to hide things. It's not like you're Nagi and there didn't seem to be anywhere to hide. So this will taste delicious depending on how it's cooked. Can't believe it with what I am seeing. Yes, it is. Nagi and Torajiro mumble, looking at the grotesque octopus-like creature. Yeah, take this, the magic ingredient and how to cook it. I have it jotted down so it'll be delicious. Heh. The recipe is easy, so it should be fine. Call me when you mess it up. We can freeze it when there are leftovers. I see. Thanks, Lila Minasaki Nagi. See you later, Torajiro says, and then jumps up into the night sky of Tokyo Kingdom, running on buildings and rooftops. Should we head back too? Yes, let's. I wonder if Boss will be happy. At first they wanted to prank him, but now they want to make Master happy. This is why it's hard to dislike you two. The next day. Thank you for the report. I didn't know that was going on in Tokyo Kingdom. Collect this information and use it well in your future missions. The collection of the cultural artifacts was a big help as well. The higher-ups were also pleased that you retrieved them without any damage. Shinohara Mari, Nanase Mai, Kasumigo Korika, I look forward to your progress. Yes! Mari answered instead of the rest, and the three of them left the office. Meanwhile... This is really delicious? No, it's not good to suspect friends. Bro! Eat! From then on, men's screams continued to echo in the Beast Kingdom. Of course it looks bad, a colorful octopus. And in Fuma Mansion... Now say, ah! It's not good to be picky, boss. You're the one who always nags at us saying, eat anything or I won't forgive you if you have leftovers, didn't you? You can also eat anything, right, boss? You're not going to leave any leftovers, are you, boss? Whoa! Wait up! Stop! What in this do you call food? Again! We're mad! Whoa! Don't force my mouth open. Nagi! Nagi! Help! Fuma was taken down and bound with ropes with no way to be freed, about to have his mouth stuffed with a colorful octopus. It only looked like torture in the eyes of others. It really is delicious, Master. How is this delicious? Help me, Nagi! Miss Fuma yelled once more. Leela and Minasaki both stare at Nagi. Nagi? It's not fair for him to be telling us to do this and that when he's not doing any of them, right? This is way over the line. At Leela and Minasaki's words, Nagi looks away. Ignore what you just saw. Something like that. Nagi? Nagi? Nagi! Now, boss, say ah. Fuma lets out a scream he has never let out before. In truth, it was delicious because there was barely any octopus left by dinner. Taste is such a weird thing. How to make that noise? Nice. Okay, that was fun. That was a fun little event. I'll do this. That was I enjoyed that event. That was fun. I don't know why. Like, I do appreciate the people that have created Action Taimanin in Near Future Shinobi battles. Like the story. I think the story is fun. There's a lot of events. It's like Princess Connect Redive, which I really need to start playing again, or like Senran Kagura New Link. Like, I need to play those games again. Because I did play them, but I barely played them. Because it's all in Japanese, and I need to try and learn more of, like, how to write in Japanese and to read in Japanese. Like, I need to learn how to do that. I'm not gonna lie, ever since I came back from Japan, I just have not been, using Rosetta Stone to learn languages. It's been, like, weeks since I've actually touched Rosetta Stone, which is not good. Like, I need to get back into, like, doing my dailies with Rosetta Stone for Tagalog and Japanese. I don't think I'll stream them anymore, though. I was actually thinking about it the other day. I was like, should I continue streaming, like, me learning Japanese and Tagalog? Like, I feel like that should be, like, I don't know, like, because of, like, the content I've been making on my channel nowadays, like, it's very, very heavily towards a certain subject. Like, I am basically having, like, I guess a midlife crisis in terms of what I want to show in my channel. Because in the beginning, it was just mainly just gameplay and just silly stuff, and then I added more and more stuff into it. But yeah, no, I think I might just stop streaming myself learning Rosetta Stone, because in the beginning, I used streaming as an incentive to learn languages, but now I think I'm at a point where I will just learn how to learn the languages without having to stream. Because, like, lately, as you've noticed, my streams are just gaming and that's it. And it just, I don't know, I just feel like this is how I want my streams to be moving forward for right now. At first I wanted to, like, do, like, other stuff and then game, but, like, lately it's just like, huh, maybe, you know, I don't have to do everything in one stream. Maybe I can just, for a stream, just focus on, like, you know, just gaming, and then that's it. Go back to a simpler time, you know, if that makes sense. But right now, I'm just grinding for event tickets, so that way I can get the ultra rare support for this limited time event, this repeat event. Woo! Ooh, Hachi! Wah! Yeah, I mean, I feel like so much stuff has been happening in my life so far. Like, I mean, a lot of stuff always happens in my life, but more so than usual, that I need to, like, take a step back and reevaluate how I want to do things on my YouTube channel and stuff. So, I guess you could say I'm in, like, a period of transition in terms of, like, how I want to present content moving forward, because my YouTube channel, whenever I made my YouTube channel, right, I just wanted to be able to do whatever I want on the channel. Like, it wasn't going to be dedicated exclusively to a certain thing. Like, I wanted to do whatever I was interested in, like, whether it be talking about news or, like, hot takes on things or stuff like that. Washing my car, you could possibly say. It was just, I don't know, just a lot of, like, self-reflection in terms of content creation. Like, don't get me wrong, as you guys can tell, like, I am a nobody. I am a nobody. I am a small-time content creator, but I will say that I'm proud of myself in terms of, like, me creating content nowadays, because in the beginning, I didn't have that many subscribers, and now I'm at, like, 372 subscribers, which, to me, is, like, a big step towards, like, you know, getting monetized and stuff on my YouTube channel. It's nice. I like it. I'm slowly getting subscribers, and, you know, in content creation, it's not easy. It's not. Like, I remember seeing YouTube ads about, like, hey, there's a formula on how to be very popular in YouTube and stuff like that, but sometimes, I remember even Markiplier brought this up, like, how they got famous. They were just like, bro, like, I just did something and I just got lucky. And luck is a big factor whenever you want to be, like, famous in the content creator sphere. You just have to be lucky. It's like the same thing with Hololive. Like, genuinely, like, in, like, what, 2017, I think, when it first started, like, they were streaming, right? And, like, apparently someone did an analysis, and it was like some other channel was streaming the same time that Hololive was first starting their streaming services on YouTube. And, like, there was some sort of outage with another content creator. And so what did people do? They went to the Hololive channel instead of the other content creator because they had outages. They're like, what else do we watch? And it was like 2017. Those are, like, personally, I feel like 2017, 2018, this is just me personally, but, like, they were the last years where I wasn't bogged down by personal problems, I would say. So if you guys don't know, a lot of bad stuff happened to me in university. And because of it, I got some good things. I gained stuff and I lost stuff, but the last years in university just was not good for me. I mean, sure, I got my 2 degrees in mechanical and aerospace engineering, but it was just, there's a lot of stuff that happened outside of education that just, it just wasn't good for me. Like, I lost some in very important things. I lost important things. I started having a lot of self-doubt in myself. Like, I actually had to go to CAPS, like the therapy service at my university, upon my friend's recommendation. Like, one of my friends in Kaicho actually walked with me to CAPS, like this, which is a therapy organization at my university. Like, they walked with me to the therapy, and I had to take therapy because of some stuff. I've had my feelings invalidated. I've lost a lot of stuff. So, right. So Nagi's there. Leela and Minasaki. Wait, is Torajiro here? No, Torajiro's not here. Ah! Oh my gosh! Oh shoot. That's why. Oh lord. I'm stunned! Oh my gosh! Oh wow. Even on normal I can't do it? Mission fail. Okay, that's fair. Like, when I saw, like, how much damage Lapis was getting, I was like, oh shoot! I can't do that. Well, I'll just do this. Like, there's 3 bosses on normal difficulty. Man, I knew 2 bosses I would be fine, but 3 bosses? Minasaki, Lilim, and Nagi? Bro, there's no way. Oh, Commander rank up, cool. I have so many of these from logging in. I haven't logged into Action Time in the past couple of days, not gonna lie. I think I'll do this like 4 more times, and then I'll just start pulling for the event gacha. But yeah. Yeah, no, 2017, 2018, I think they were the last times I was actually, like, content with my life. Don't get me wrong, I've achieved a lot of cool stuff. I've gone to Japan a couple of times, I've been able to go to Anime Expo. I've achieved really awesome things, don't get me wrong. But, like, when back then, it was just simpler times. Like, I was fine, just doing whatever the heck I wanted. But then something happened in 2019 that changed my entire world. It changed it for the worse. And now, even if I'm achieving such amazing things, I just don't feel satisfied or happy. And it sucks. It really sucks. Like there are two majorly bad events that have occurred in my life during university that have changed my perspective on life. And it's just, it sucks. It's bad. And no matter like the amount of therapy and stuff like that, I've just learned to grow and live with the feeling that I'm just not going to be happy anymore. It's just, yeah, like something like serious stuff happened. I've like ranted about it in my early streaming days. Like I've mentioned it multiple times before, but I'm just not. I'll mitigate it. Hey Beam, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Happy Sunday. How you doing? Nothing much. I'm just trauma dumping essentially. But yeah, no, it just doesn't matter. Like I can do cool stuff, but I just don't feel the fulfillment of everything I've done. Whoop. It's not because like, oh. Yeah, it's not because of... oh, did I get... Yay! Oh, that was quick. Hey! I got a new supporter, heck yeah. And then I'll just keep pulling. But yeah, no, yeah, that's a little thing about myself. Like, no matter what I do nowadays, it's just not enough to make me feel satisfied with how my life is. And it's just, it sucks. And it's literally because of everything that's happened to me in my final years in university. So I just learned to live with it. And it's not easy. Anyway, thanks for listening to me trauma dump. But anyway, I got everything. Hooray! And then I think, wasn't there something else? Yeah, this is the one that closes, okay, until June 2nd. Nice. Archive. There's a second episode. I know Goku brought it up. Archive passes can be acquired as a first-time reward for each event record. Oh! Oh, there's so many. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so glad they do this. So much story and content. Felicia's Prank. Did I do that? Sounds and Shadows and Shifting Woods. Task Force Saves Christmas. I know I've done some of these. What is this one? Notice. Open this record. Oh no, I have to finish this one. That's cool. I'll probably just spend like a full day, like Goku mentioned before, just like, bro, I'm just gonna be grinding with like, what is it? Quest, like events and stuff. Is main story? There's nothing extra in the main story right now, right? It's just all the way to chapter 23. Yeah, they haven't added anything with like the doppelganger Yukikaze yet. So okay, let's finish up with all of this stuff. I have a new supporter. I'm good. Wow! Look at that. You know, I just realized I could have been doing my Honkai Star Rail dailies while doing this. Torajiro is a green? Well, the more supporters I have, the easier it is I can do dispatch missions. I just realized. I haven't done my Hoyoverse dailies. Sage. Fuma Tokiko. Fuma Tokiko. Gambarimasu. Good job. Keep up the good work. Okay, we did that. Let's see. Receive. Yes. Need to greet people. I'm almost like maxed this out. Woo! 72 gems? Heck yeah. Hey, I got the quickie thing. Let's see. Receive! Receive! campaign. What did I get? Ooh! Ooh! Oh! Ooh! I'm getting so much stuff. What the heck? Ooh! That's good stuff. What the stuff? Oh wait, I need to give Lapis like affinity items. Nope, wrong one. Characters. Not the club. Characters. Lapis, I shall give you things. Give you things that you deserve. Auto select. Yes, that's right. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go to home. Go to home. There we go. Alright. Alright, guys. Good. And change badges. Oh, you change badges? Cool, cool, cool. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining the stream. I'm gonna end it here. I need to get some sleep. I got church later today. I'm gonna go to church and then do my Dance for Stardom sesh at round 1. But guys, appreciate you guys joining the stream. Or if you're watching the VOD, hey, thanks for watching the VOD, I guess. Before I end the stream, consider supporting my friend Taylor. Oh, have a good morning, Beam. She just needs to provide the lawyers $1,800 to settle the child custody case, but right now she's on the winning side. She basically has the daughter. So that's good. If you can support by donating to the GoFundMe, just type the GoFundMe link into the web browser. It'd be greatly appreciated if you can. And with that being said, have a good morning and have a good start to your Sunday. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.